lines that I didn't miss while we were doing the episode. And I had to hear back. They're like, oh my god, dude.
He's a murderer.
Good
Bye,
boy.
Ollie.
Yeah, he's fucking ridiculous.
He's always on, too.
That could be obnoxious.
Well, not... Let me rephrase. He's not always on. He's
Well,
always quick.
funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
I think it's someone like Nate when you say always on. Where it's
No.
like, all right, dude. It's like, you're at a 14 and I could really just need you at a 5.
Nate.
It's like, relax. You're a new boss in the drug recovery podcast.
Oh, Nathan.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Nate. He calls himself Nathan now?
That's all I've ever read his name as.
Ugh.
Online.
It's not even his name. It's Nathaniel.
That's... Nathan is short for that.
It's 2 different names.
I don't think so.
They are.
Nathaniel is a long version of Nathan.
Not necessarily. I know plenty of people whose names are strictly Nathan or Nate.
That's dumb.
And other people that are Nathaniel or Nate.
That's dumb.
I'll tell you, man.
I can tell you that it's dumb.
All names are fucking dumb. There's names like Gleep Glorp or fucking Bitchin' Cyclops. Like, yeah, all names are gay as fuck.
What was that saying? Like, oh, that sounds made up. Well, guess what? All things are made up.
All things are made up, yeah.
Gets him every time.
Speaking of things that are made up.
Talking into the microphone. That's one.
Yeah. You can suck my dick. Oh, fuck me. Anywho, so I was taking drugs when I got home today. And a fresh thought popped in my head. You know who David Attenborough is?
Mm-hmm.
I want to film a special where I beat him up as he starts describing. Like, it'll be a normal David Attenborough like special where he's like, and here we say this and this, and then you just start dealing on him, just fucking lighting him up. And the whole premise was, you know, just like he spent so many years teaching us about nature, animals, and the beauty of the earth, and it's about time we taught him about these hands. And I just got to think of a name for the special.
I was going to say, I got to know what it's called.
I don't know yet. It's just a fresh thing I was thinking about about an hour ago. Just, you know, as soon as he starts in on something, just whack. Like, it's, either listening, all you hear is like someone hit like a phone book on the floor. Just thwap.
Just thuds.
Just thwap. Just like, oh shit. What bother? You know, so like that. He sounds like fucking Eeyore, but yeah. You spent all this time teaching us about life. We're going to teach you about these hands.
David Attenborough. Did he do Planet Earth?
He did a lot of things.
Or did he do?
If it's a nature documentary, and it has a British guy narrating it, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be Attenborough.
I always got him confused with Werner Herzog.
No, he's not as gravelly as Herzog.
Herzog's voice is tight, though.
Yeah. David Attenborough's a little more... He's more prolific and he's a little more accessible in the voice-wise.
Yeah. I didn't realize that Herzog was that dude from Dune. He was the old guy in that movie. And The Mandalorian.
Yep.
Fucking sweet.
Yeah, dude.
I would like to see the baby. I'm like, fuck yeah, Werner.
I would like to see the baby.
Fuck yeah, Werner.
Dude, we're like
Werner.
going back to fucking day one here.
I know, right?
I don't know how to handle this shit.
Well, we've bounced the idea back and forth, like, let's do a solo episode sometime, so now is as good a time as any.
Yeah. It's definitely not because somebody stood us up today.
I can't imagine that happening ever. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of.
And all the people we asked to come fill in, Larry's got to beat up his kid's drum teacher. Phil's got diarrhea.
Montezuma's Revenge, specifically.
And a lot of people were just like, nah.
Just no reason other than just nah.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't fucking even get mad at that. I'm like, that's a sick reason to do anything. Mm-hmm. Just nah. Wanted to. Didn't wanna.
Wanted to.
Didn't wanna.
Didn't wanna. I've didn't wanna many
Oh,
things.
fuck.
That's why I called out of work earlier this week. I just didn't want to go.
You're just ratting on yourself, dude.
No one's gonna hear it. I also, by this time, I could very well, by the time people hear this, or anyone from my work finds this episode, I'm long gone.
Hopefully, because you've passed away.
In a tragic fall.
A tragic fall and many knives.
Like the guy
Probably
who...
at an IKEA while you're moshing.
At the second Jesus Peace show?
The second Jesus Peace show. In front of all the witnesses.
On film.
I'm Tommy on a chair. Oh. He's moshing. Oh, fuck.
Clearly.
Clearly moshing, dude.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I maybe I'll slip and fall 10 stories like that guy who was trimming his tree and fell and impaled himself on his fence. That's a story from when we were in class last night. They were going over OSHA stuff, and that was like a classic OSHA violation. Like,
falling on a fence?
Well, the way he used a ladder, which is why he first of all, he was over 15 feet high, and he wasn't tied off. So tisk at that already. But you're not, like, when he's that high up, you're supposed to be tied to something. I'll wait for him to wake up. And I'll continue.
Tell me more about stacking dimes.
Welding class starts after Christmas.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know why I don't bring up what I do? It's because no one cares.
Well, watching paint dry is less cool than climbing shit.
Yeah, but huffing it's pretty sick. Huffing it is fucking turbo. It's so awesome.
Power Rangers turbo.
Speaking of awesome, it'd be awesome if there's people watching this. Subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/IRRANDILL. $3. $3, that's it. $3 a month.
I've heard.
What'd you hear?
I've heard that is less than the price of a bag of Rap Snacks.
It's true.
Is it?
It's less than a bag of Cardi B's.
Wow.
Yeah, practically giving that shit away.
Damn.
But I think like the Chingies are like $6, so maybe not so much.
Oh, I don't want any of those right there then. $3 a month gets you at least 4 bonus episodes a month.
That's right. Of varying quality.
Yes. I'm still sorry that we missed a week, but we've also never missed a week so far. Hmm? We missed our first week 2 weeks ago.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then again, the initial proposal was only 2 free episodes a month.
That's right. So they've been getting...
So they're ahead.
They're way ahead.
Quit complaining, you fucking wieners.
Yeah, maybe be less...
wieners?
Maybe be less whiny about everything.
That's what I'm saying.
For God's sake.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
I've got a couple of entries of our friends do cool shit.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, well, get these out of the way early because they're so cool. And people pay attention to the beginning of episodes. Let's start with Putrescine.
Ooh.
The self-titled EP that just came out.
That's right.
I said for fans of Yucky Gore Grind and Sean Krim.
Mm-hmm. It also just got some traction, too. There's a YouTube page I've mentioned numerous times called Gore Grinder that frequently posts really good grind shit. And they just made it on that channel yesterday.
Nice.
They got posted on there. It's fucking... I was like, yo, that's fucking sick. And yeah, I know it made Crim's day, so...
Yeah.
So definitely check out Putrescine. They just dropped... I think it's like an EP, but it's like 8 minutes long. But it fucking rules.
I think it's either 7 songs, 8 minutes, or 8 songs, 7 minutes. Something like that.
No, it's like 8 minutes and change. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
I listened to it a few times.
It must be the length of the YouTube video. But also, while you're at it, listen to Sean Krim's episode on this very show. Episode 50.
But let's do his music first, because also part of Sinister Feeling, he was also great.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, a guy I'm friends with, I actually kind of wanted to go to that CDC show that just happened because his band played. They're from like upstate New York. This guy, Mike Pesci, his band's called Missing Link. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into like modern beatdown, but his band does it extremely well. Like, it's extremely well written. It's like beatdown, but it's not stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just actually pretty fucking gnarly shit, dude. So check out Missing Link. I think they got something out on that Never Ran, Never Will label, which is a label named after my exercise routine. Yeah, I think they have something out on that label or something coming out on that label. But you can find them on Spotify and shit like that. Missing Link, they're from New York. So check them out. Check out Future Scene. What else? You got anything?
I think that's Instagram at Missing Link HC, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, or Missing Link NY or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Missing Link. We mentioned it, I think, on the Patreon.
I remember you writing something down. I forgot what already, though. My
buddy Steve Huey is a professional. He's a professional wrestler.
And a good-ass boy.
Yes, he's a great boy. I really wish I could have, I mixed up my weekends and I fucked up because I wanted to go see him wrestle, but that was the past weekend, not the one that's coming up. So I fucked myself there. But he's on Instagram at Dr. X Redacted. And he plays or let me rephrase, he is a demented nurse and or a resident doctor because he doesn't have a lab coat.
Is he a nurse or nurse practitioner?
I think he's an attending.
Oh.
Technically.
Nice.
Because he's a doctor, but he doesn't have a lab coat.
But he's still a learned boy.
Yeah, he's not a resident. Not yet.
Not yet.
He still has a couple more years of medical school.
I think he can pull it off.
Yeah. I mean, he smacks people with light bulbs and jumps off of shit, and he does the shit where he puts skewers in his head and other people's head.
Yeah.
Gets blood everywhere. It's nuts.
So basically what you're saying, he's a rascal.
Yes.
A regular Dennis the Menace, you know what I mean?
All out and out rapscallion.
I'm telling you, dude. Because that sounds like something only a rascal would do.
He takes those plastic wiffle ball bats and covers them in fireworks that explode on impact, and he hits people with those.
Huh.
They get shrapnel all over the place.
Sounds like a mess.
It is. It's a horrible
I've seen pictures. He looks a mess when he wrestles.
Covered in blood.
Yeah. Some his, some not. I'm like, as a nurse, he should know how unsanitary that is.
Yeah, it's a direct
HIPAA? Not HIPAA.
It's that's OSHA, I believe. Occupational Safety Hazard Administration. Yeah. I think that falls under that. Health code violation.
As long as it doesn't fall on a fence.
Bloodborne pathogens.
That's right, dude. You get that Zika.
Shit's mad dangerous.
I'm telling you.
But if you're into professional wrestling, check him out because he is always posting cool shit that he does. And his awesome girlfriend, Kenzie, is running his social account, posting clips constantly. So there's a lot on the bone there.
Kenzie, short for Kensington?
Yes.
Yeah. Dr.
X Redacted.
Yes.
Let's see. What else do I got? Our friends do really cool shit. Stopwatch. A band that just formed from the ashes of, some bands, including friend of the show, soon to be guest, I hope, Phil Hanley, drummer formerly of Queensway, has
beautiful hair on that kid.
Great
head of hair.
Great locks.
Oh yeah.
Also, if you watch him play drums, looks like he's having a fucking blast every time. He's.
Was there a pun in there?
He's more. No, I should have thought of that one. But it's it's rock. It's kind of soft for my liking, but I listened to the EP. It's very good. It's got legitimately good singing and good riffs. So I believe
Mike Ducote's in that band as well.
That makes sense. If you're into both of those things, good singing and good riffs, their EP Blueprint Blue just came out. It's on Spotify. They're on Instagram at Stopwatch Rock. So follow them on there and keep your eyes open. They'll probably pop in on this show pretty soon.
Absolutely.
And the last thing I have is the new Warren EP that just came out.
Okay. Condensing
Flesh.
Oh.
Fucking hard as shit.
I've heard of condensed milk. Now they have condensed flesh?
Yes. Believe it or not.
Carnation really likes to spread its wings with its products, you know?
Yeah.
I like that.
It's flesh with a shelf life.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Well, it's like you can take it off the shelf, add water, and it's flesh again.
Uh-huh. Just like Arby's.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You can put it in a freezer, store it.
Yeah.
Or not do that. Keep it in the pantry.
That's true. Most
Fucking-
condensed products, you don't have to worry about that.
You can save it for whenever the fuck.
There'll be apocalypse. You'll have plenty of flesh. So listen to that if you want to be a cannibal during the apocalypse.
The day that record came out, I shit you not, I listened to it 7 times. It's so good.
That's a lot of times.
It's hard for fans of Think I Care with Integrity vocals. You know,
Hard. It's hard.
like I assigned Dennis their LP Human Work last year.
Even though we're not supposed to hype
Well,
our friends up.
I wasn't hyping it up. I was just assigning it. But now I am hyping him up for this segment. So check out Condensing Flesh on Spotify and various other things too. Dan will be on this show also in the near, not so distant future. Sometime next month. Who knows? We'll see.
It's always November.
I know. It will be November by that point, I think.
Well, while we're on the subject of plugging things,
hopefully my ass.
November 11th at Bar 13, yes, I know, in Wilmington, Delaware, Cancer Priest will be playing with Supremia, New Jersey death metal band. I don't know who else is playing, and I don't know what time, but knowing Bar 13, it'll probably be super goddamn late. So if you're interested in seeing what I do musically, there's that. And also Black Friday, which I believe is the 28th of November. Do you have it on your
I'm
phone?
looking on my calendar now. It is the 24th.
The 24th, Black Friday at the Yard in Ambler, Pennsylvania. Cancer Priest will also be playing with our good buddies and huge friends of the show, Sunburster, and more TBA. And if what Gord has planned comes through, it's going to be a fucking straight up heater.
Nice.
He's got some cool shit lined up. Hopefully it pans out.
Well, with that record just coming out and then making that new one, I hope so.
And we might actually have a recording done by then too.
Nice. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for that.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll fucking plug it shamelessly.
Well, not so shamelessly.
Though I did get yelled at
What for?
on the internet yesterday.
So were they yelling or were they just typing really hard?
They're typing really hard.
Damn. Sounds tough.
On my own personal Instagram account, which is, mine because it has my name on it, I was promoting my podcast, this podcast, that we're part of.
Why would you ever do that?
Exactly. And I was told by someone...
What are you, an idiot?
to maybe get a page just for the podcast stuff, and so I can stick to posting shitty memes, which I'm a fan of shit posting. It's not... I'm not telling tales out of school. And I was like... I already have a page for the podcast. Here's the link. And they're like, yeah, I know, but why don't you just keep the podcast promotion on that?
Because that's not how promotion works?
Yeah. And I was like, how about I do what the fuck I want?
That's a great response. To which he said,
He deleted all his shit.
Very good.
Shout out to @Bill in a China Shop on Instagram.
What a dullard.
What a dickhead.
That's a dim bulb right there.
How dare I promote something that I created on one of my own outlets? How dare I?
I know. It's as if
like you can just not look at that one and just skip to like shitty memes of like Kermit the Frog's dick.
you completely forgot who you answer to, clearly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sorry, boss man.
I'm sorry. You must have forgot what side of the bread your bread was buttered on.
I knew you'd get there eventually, buddy.
Yeah.
You nailed it, dude.
Orangutan launches possum out of enclosure at zoo as horrified visitors scream.
I've seen that video.
I'm reading it off of your Instagram.
Oh, okay. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
That thing fucking goes, bro.
He fucking yeeted that bad
Dude.
boy.
And just the people in the crowd like, oh! I think it's so fucking good. Oh, shit. I actually had Daily Jocularity. Now I can't find it.
So do I.
Son
Speaking
of
of shitty memes.
Son of a bitch, dude.
That's hilarious that you say that.
That is hilarious.
You want me to start so you have some time?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a picture of Bill Clinton at the Resolute desk in the Oval Office. It says the current generation probably doesn't even know that there are two people in this picture. Get it?
Because she's under the desk.
She's under the
his
desk.
Bird. Now, what do you think of this? You know who Charlie Hunnam is?
Yes, from Sons of Anarchy and Papillon and
Now,
shit.
this is him with like, he's just out in the sun vibing, chilling.
Sure.
And the text over him says,
He is Australian.
it says, somebody is mad at you right now because you pick peace over drama and distance over disrespect.
Damn.
Yeah, right? Makes you fucking think, dude.
Makes you really think.
Makes you fucking think, dude.
Damn, SMH.
I can't believe the Sons of Anarchy said that shit, dude. I think that's all I have, actually.
What are their fathers going to say about
Right.
that one? Jesus. Well, I guess we'll never know because they're so anarchistic. They don't answer to any rules.
I'm telling you. You got anything else?
I've got several more, yeah.
Ooh.
This is Will Ferrell wearing a polo shirt. He's screaming.
What's he
It
screaming
says-
about, dude?
It says, "Summer is over. It is rainy, dark, and cold. I hope you are happy, you pumpkin spice loving freaks."
Dude.
He is something else. I can't believe he would say that.
Oh, God. Apatow, make old school. Make another old school. I don't know if he did that. I don't know.
No, it was
I don't give a fuck.
it was not Apatow.
It was Scorsese.
It must be.
obviously. Or Eli Roth.
I think it was it was Sam Raimi.
There you go.
Yeah.
I knew you'd get one eventually.
I got there.
You did. You got to believe in yourself, buddy.
Let's see. And this is a picture of a bunch of cars on the highway who are flooded,
What?
like up to their windshields, and it says, "Boss be like, you're still coming to work, right?"
Like, what am I? The mail service? Rain or sleet or snow?
What can Brown do for you, am I
Oh,
right?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? That was I gotta give credit where credit is due. That was supplied by my girl Joelle.
Oh, dude, you're going to miss her when you get a new job.
I know. No more office memes. Crazy.
Ask her to keep you on, like, the
love-
office memo thing for at least 6 months. So you can, like, detox.
If they don't, well,
You can't cold turkey it.
Well, here's the thing. Because of the nature of the job that I'm going to have, rather than sit on my ass and collect unemployment when I'm laid off, Wayman said I can come back and do stuff part-time.
And you're going to not get paid. Just do that for the memes from Joelle, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't want my fucking Outlook
Yeah.
deactivated.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I've got gold here in my hands. This one's from today. She sent a GIF
Oh.
this time.
I like those because they're animated.
Yes,
Yeah.
it stands for graphic image format.
Yeah.
So if somebody says GIF,
They're a fucking moron.
shoot them in the head.
Or they're delicious peanut butter.
That's true. Reduced fat. It's Fred Flintstone when he gets off work and he slides down the dinosaur.
Oh, hell yeah,
And
dude.
jumps off. It says me leaving work on Fridays. And Mr. Slade is all like, that Fred.
Is I'm going to call up Barn, go down to the Fraternal Order of Water Buffaloes.
Hell yeah.
Just tie
dude.
one on, dude.
As he should. A good tax-paying.
Go home. Put it in Wilma's shit box. I don't. Just lift up that stupid white pelt she wears and just slam it right in her shit box.
Oh my god. Where did I just hear this from?
I don't know.
Somebody, this is in my brain lexicon lately because somebody asked the question, who's a bigger freak, Wilma or Betty?
It was probably me.
Was it you?
I've talked about that before on here.
It must have been you then.
Yeah.
Who's got a nicer box?
Yeah, it was definitely me. I think I was an old inquiry.
It was you. It was.
I think it was an inquiry.
Who has a nicer box, Wilma or Betty?
And we determined
I think Wilma does. Because Betty's the wild one. She's dark-haired. She probably has more, shit going on down there.
I don't know, because I think, like, I don't know this for a fact, but I think that Wilma's a little older than Betty. And I think that, Wilma's like, all right, I've been married to Fred for a few years now. I can let the beef just go fucking wild. Whereas Betty, I think, still has a little bit of her youth and is like, I still got to keep it high and tight, like a military cut. But then I also think, wait, this is the Stone Age, so they probably just have, like, hair diapers. Just starting to, like, just below the belly button and ending right above the kneecaps.
It is literally the Stone Age.
I mean, and, they really got to work around the hair when Fred comes home and shoves it in her shit box.
Why the fuck?
I don't know. I got the ha-has today.
Oh my god.
I told you I ate fucking edibles before I came over
You
here.
are such a card. You are out of fucking control.
It's just she's just like home fucking making like brontosaurus burgers or whatever, and he just
Of
comes
course.
in. Well, she guess we wouldn't make brontosaurus burgers because Dino's a brontosaurus, and that would be fucking weird.
Yeah, that'd be like Goofy serving or not eating dog food or something.
But he makes sure like Pebbles is playing her like Nintendo Switch and shit, and then he just goes and just shoves her right in the shit box.
God damn it. No, that's not it. This is it. Off to horny
Okay.
jail.
I'm not horny about it. I just think it's great that after all these years of marriage, he's still, after a long day of work, gets to come home and jam his oniony beanstalk right into her shit box.
Damn it. I don't find it funny. I
Neither
find
do I.
this funny.
Neither do I. There's no laughing matter when it comes to working a nice 8-hour day at the quarry, then coming home and lifting up that leopard pelt or whatever and just putting it right in her shit box.
God damn it. How many... If I had $1 for every time you've said it, I could probably get an order of Chick-fil-A by
Damn.
now.
Whoa, why would you go to Chick-fil-A now that I've showed you the promised land?
Oh, you know what? You're so right. But if I want a 12-piece... Oh, no, a 5-piece, I need $15. So
Yeah.
you need me you need me 4 more times.
So I need to say shitbox 3 more times now.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll remember that.
Let's pepper it throughout the
That's what I'm saying.
episode.
Just remember if I can actually remember to do it 3 times.
I've got more memes. I have 2 more.
Oh,
This one is you know those pieces of like home goods decor that you just like put on a desk, like a little piece of wood that says something clever?
what, like...
Like
No, never mind.
not like
No,
that.
I'm not going to say nothing, man.
But it says there are 2 times of year, football season and waiting for football season.
Ugh.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that one. Real jocks,
Sounds
you
like
know.
some fucking Rich would post.
They put They put the jock and jocularity in that one,
Oh, that's clever. I like that.
you know?
Yeah.
But I saved the best for last.
Oh.
Also, from my plug, shout out. It's Garfield.
Garf, garf.
Just, you know, standing like he does.
You do be standing.
It says, "I'm too sexy for a job. Let's abolish work."
Damn, that's like when Bart Simpson said down with homework. Yo, I'm fucking... Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Hell
it
yeah,
is.
dude. Let's go.
Are you kidding me? I'm right behind you. I'd unionize with that idea in a second.
A heart second?
A heart second.
A heart
yeah.
second. It's my new metalcore band.
Quicker than a heart third, but faster
Jesus
faster
Ugh.
than a heart first. Or slower, sorry.
Yikes.
Yeah. There it is.
Sure, no guest could come in, huh?
I got my sounds back.
God damn it. That came right out of your shit box.
There it is.
2 more.
Ladies and
2
gentlemen.
more. This is what you're going to be paying $3 a month for.
Can you imagine spending $3 on something better? I can't.
I can't. Than seeing Wilma get her fucking
No.
her snow leopard pelt put over her head, exposing her ginger hair diaper. As fucking Fred opens that fucking clam up looking for the oyster, instead decides no, and just shoves his fucking dick neck,
Dick what?
his dick neck, right into her fucking. Well, I'll save it.
Keep him.
Got keep him wanting more, man.
That's right.
Keep him wanting more. Ah, fuck me.
How about some news?
How about I gotta pee?
Already? What the fuck?
I didn't pee before we started.
Okay, fair.
Oh god, where were we?
Shitbox.
Shitboxing?
We're shitboxing ourselves in this
Shitboxing.
room. Thank God no one's here.
Shaolin shitboxing.
Oh, man. News stories.
Yay!
That's where I was at.
Yay!
Let's see.
This better be about that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift whirlwind romance.
I didn't hear anything about that.
I did. Way too fucking much.
That's
From adults. Like, why do you care about some fucking 20-year-old's love life?
Oh.
You fucking weirdos.
Speaking of shit boxes, how about an outhouse story?
Oh.
And in Bagley Township, Michigan,
Bigly.
a woman was rescued Tuesday from an outhouse toilet in northern Michigan after she climbed in to retrieve her Apple Watch and became trapped. Trapped in a shit box.
I don't know if would you go in? Go hunting for something you dropped into an outhouse?
A phone?
A phone or an Apple Watch?
Sure. My watch isn't coming off my wrist, number one. That's weird. But
Yeah.
my phone, I'm definitely jumping in. It depends on how deep it is.
Well, it'd probably sink to the bottom.
But the phone is so waterproof. Yeah, it's fucking horrible and disgusting, but you can just clean it off.
I would just be like, it's lost. It's gone.
It's too inconvenient to replace a phone.
The world has reclaimed it. I've recovered from dead cell phones before.
That's true. But I don't want to.
Damn, dude.
It would also it would take it being submerged for so long for it to be unusable. I could easily fix it. It'd be easier to clean my arm off than it would be to clean or it'd be more tedious to clean my arm off than it would be to clean the phone and keep using it.
Yeah, but every time you bring it to your ear, you're just like, ugh.
I don't bring my phone to my ear.
Every time you text on it, you're like, I gotta go wash my hands immediately after.
Nah,
Dude, fuck that.
I would
poo-poo cooties.
definitely brand new case. Definitely sterilize the fuck out of it though.
You think the OtterBox is gonna protect it from shit?
If it was a Defender, it would, because they're waterproof.
I don't know.
Well, but the 14 and up,
Well, at Otter,
like
$3 a month.
that's right.
That's what $3 a month will get you.
The 14 Pro and up cases are metal, so it's easier to clean, and they're more waterproof. Anyway, she dropped her Apple Watch in an outhouse, not a porta potty, but a fucking outhouse. The woman whose name was not released lowered herself inside the toilet after dropping the watch at the Department of Natural Resources boat launch at Dixon Lake in Otsego County's Bagley Township, state police said Wednesday in a release. First responders were called when the woman was heard yelling for help. The toilet was removed and a strap was used to haul the woman out. If you lose an item in an outhouse toilet, do not attempt to venture inside the containment area. Serious injuries may occur, state police said in the release. The state police did not say Wednesday if the woman was injured or not, or if the watch was recovered.
That was actually my only question.
Did she get it back?
Did she get it back?
It is not determined.
Damn. I need closure on that story. I don't like that story.
My watch? Fuck no, I'm not going in there.
Too open-ended, yeah.
My watch? No way. Phone?
How do you
definitely.
drop a watch into the toilet?
How do you drop the watch at all? It's on your wrist.
I mean, it's not like those things have those old metal clasps that would fall apart super quick either.
Unless
she's an asshole.
She's an asshole and bought one off of probably Temu or some shit.
Temu.
It's the Chinese competitor of Amazon.
Oh, fuck
and
yeah.
it's notoriously it's way cheaper than Amazon and has
That's what's up.
fast shipping too.
Not sponsored.
And never will be.
Oh.
We're USA made here.
Oh, we are?
Remember?
I don't give a fuck.
Let me think. Who do I want to do next?
I don't know, dude. The world is your oyster.
It's true. Here we go. Did you hear about the guy who was cheating at chess and beat the grandmaster last year?
No.
Hans Niemann?
Why would I?
You know, because you hear stuff.
You're right. I do subscribe to Chess Quarterly.
No, he beat Magnus Carlsen last year in chess. He was like the
end of an era.
He's the number one ranked, or was the number one ranked grandmaster of chess in the entire world. So he beat him. So Carlsen accused him of cheating by using a butt plug that vibrated, and that he was supposedly getting signals from a remote control person telling him what moves to make.
Yeah, he's just a freak.
Yeah.
Just a freak elite.
An American grandmaster who was part of a row which rattled the world of chess has denied using a vibrating sex toy to cheat. In September of 2022, Hans Niemann sat down to play Norwegian grandmaster Magnus Carlsen in chess's Sinquefield Cup, St. Louis, Missouri. Niemann won, but was accused by Carlsen of cheating, a claim which sparked a huge legal row between the pair. The pair settled a $100 million lawsuit last month. On Monday evening, Niemann spoke to Piers Morgan Uncensored about the scrutiny he has faced since being accused of cheating. It is very disheartening to be accused of cheating after that victory, he said. Niemann told Morgan he believed that last year has straightened his resolve as he strengthened, as he insisted to the host that he did not cheat. Morgan continued talking about his claims that Niemann was getting signals from someone through the remote-controlled sex toy. To be clear, on the specific allegation, have you ever used anal beads while playing chess? The 20-year-old replied, well, your curiosity is a bit concerning. You know, maybe you're personally interested, but I can tell you no. Categorically no. Of course not.
What if he was like, yeah, do you know how fucking boring chess is?
I gotta spice things up, dude.
Right.
What are you kidding? He said online platform chess.com was also sued by Niemann after an investigation by the firm claimed that he likely cheated in more than 100 games online. Niemann admitted that he had cheated twice in online matches on chess.com at ages 12 and 16, but he had done so in the spring. He denied having done so in the Sinquefield Cup or any in-person game. He then filed the defamation lawsuit in October of 22 against Carlsen, Chess.com, and Hikaru Nakamura, the U.S. Grandmaster, who Niemann accused of amplifying and attempting to bolster Carlsen's fake cheating allegations. Last month, Chess.com said it stood by its report on Niemann, including that we found no determinative evidence that he has cheated in any in-person games. Carlsen, 32, said he acknowledged and understood the report, including its statement that there is no determinative evidence of wrongdoing by his rival.
Well, if you can't trust Chess.com,
who can you fucking trust?
Exactly. It's like, good Lord.
Definitely not the Clinton. And first is Clinton News Network. Now it's chess.com.
I just love how they kept saying, like, American chess player Hans Niemann.
I know. Super American.
Then American grandmaster, like, Hidero, whatever.
Nakamura.
Nakamura. I'm like, oh, they had checks. That just shows Americans are lazy and we're even outsourcing our champions.
Of chess. Who would have thought?
You, dude.
We need more.
Poor man's checkers is what it's called.
Yeah. We need more wasps in robes playing chess by the fire, is what I'm saying.
Like literal wasps?
Yeah.
I got stung by a wasp.
White Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Oh. It's the worst type of Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Now,
Uh-oh.
Do you want to do a stabbing story or an anal story?
We just did an anal story.
Oh, I guess we did, actually. A lot of butts in the news.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Let's do the stabbing story.
Okay. we'll get there. Just hang on to your seats.
I'm not gonna fucking waste it.
Not gonna blow our load.
Exactly.
Indianapolis. An Indianapolis woman is accused of stabbing a baby inside a hotel while attempting to stab a dog for eating her chicken sandwich. Indianapolis Police Department said we've
all been there. You're trying to just stab a dog for stealing your nuggies, and all of a sudden this baby pulls a Mr. President right in front of you, and he's like, Baxter, no! And you're just like, oh shit, my knife keeps going into this baby, just like Fred's pecker kept going into Wilma's shitbox.
There it is.
Wait, is that our picture?
Yeah. IMPD said they found a 1-year-old girl stabbed in the neck. A short time later, police found the subject hiding near a bush outside the hotel.
Like, man, we can see your shoes.
We can see your Crocs, ma'am. Step out.
No, you can't. No, you can't. I'm just a bush.
She's holding it up like this.
Did the dog send you? Did the dog send you? That dog's full of shit.
Sharon Key, 32, was arrested on allegations of criminal recklessness.
More like Sharon Knife in the baby's neck.
I know, right?
Aw.
According to police reports, the suspect tearfully said the stabbing was an accident. Police said Key told them the family went to Burger King to pick up food and then returned to the hotel.
To have it their way.
Now, would you say she's doing the baby a favor?
I don't get it.
Burger King is really bad. No, if they got something else. Anyway,
Okay.
Key claimed her pit bull ate her chicken sandwich, according to court records. So she got angry and chased the dog around the room with a knife. When the dog jumped on the bed where the child was laying down, Key said she tried to stab the dog, but missed and stabbed her niece by mistake. After the stabbing, the child's mother, who was also in the room, quickly called 911. It's stupid, and at the same time, she's a grown-up, said Tracy Griffin, the baby's grandfather. She should have known that baby was sitting right there. I want the book thrown at her. Griffin said
She might stab the book, though.
That's true. You never know with this one. Griffin said his granddaughter is expected to survive her injuries. She was taken to Riley Children's Hospital and received several stitches to her ear and neck. I want her to be accountable for this, said the grandfather. My granddaughter will be scarred for the rest of her life. Jail records show Key has been in and out of jail more than 20 times over the last decade.
Aw.
Court records show she pled guilty to stabbing a woman with a box cutter during a fight at a gas station in 2020. She was released from the Department of Correction in March for that crime. The Key's family members said that she struggled with drug and alcohol addiction and mental health issues for years. They added that they wish the city would assist those in need instead of simply cycling them in and out of jail. The city needs to do better, said Griffin. All they're doing is slapping her on the wrist. Formal charges are still pending, but criminal recklessness is a low-level felony that carries a punishment of 6 months to 2.5 years behind bars.
Now, I actually saw a follow-up to the story, or further from the story, and they tried to, they approached the dog for his take on it, and he just was like, got a chicken sandwich.
She also missed.
Yeah. So
Snooze, you lose,
what you
maybe?
take away, yeah, a baby got stabbed, and that's fucking awful, but a fucking dog got a chicken sandwich, and that's
He sure did.
fucking sick.
A cute pit bull at that,
But
probably.
the thing it sucks, it was a Burger King chicken sandwich. Like, if it was the
know.
Popeyes sandwich, I mean, worse has happened over the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Or at least like a Wendy's spicy chicken would have been more. Yeah. I'll take Wendy's spicy chicken over. I don't know, man. Burger King had that fucking.
I don't know, man.
That long chicken sandwich with
The original chicken sandwich.
with the sauce on it. The fucking.
Oh, the Parmesan.
Yeah, that shit was banging.
The chicken parm sandwich. Fuck
I'd
yeah,
stab
they
a
did.
baby for one of those.
I would fucking punt one.
I'd stab a baby for funsies.
You and Sharon Key should get together.
Me and Shay Key.
Yeah, she looks like fun.
She is fun.
You know?
She gets me. You know?
She gets the plight of the chicken sandwich.
Exactly, dude. And she's like, let nothing get in the way of you killing your dog.
Not even a little
Not
innocent
even a
baby.
Stupid baby.
A dumb little water-headed baby.
Stupid. Just toddling. Just toddling around.
Yeah, why do they be toddling
Just
so much?
toddling.
Why don't they sit still, you know?
Fucking lacking
The
muscle
fuck's wrong?
definition.
Nice soft spot, idiot.
Yeah. Why isn't your skull meat, you fucking dork? Your skull doesn't even fucking close, you fucking geek. That baby's a fucking dweebazoid. A real fucking hammerhead. That baby is one bruised banana.
It is now. It's a fucking.
We should
It's
do
sliced up.
solos more often. You just cancel all the future guests we have. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're all
You're all
done.
done, dude.
You're fucking finished.
It's just gonna be me and fucking weed gummies and Wilma and babies.
And your Crocs.
I hate you so much.
I can't wait for you to put them on. You have no idea.
Damn it.
I got one more news story for today, and that is Palm Springs, California. Residents complain about proposed AIDS memorial anus statue, says LGBTQ Nation. The city of Palm Springs, California, has agreed to revise a proposed AIDS memorial sculpture after locals complained that the original design looked like an anus.
Oh, it looked like an anus.
Yes.
So it wasn't an actual anus.
No.
Oh.
It was not a balloon knot. I hope they come back and it's just a balloon with like the knot on the end.
Onion ring.
A Cheerio.
Yeah.
The 9-foot limestone sculpture proposed for a downtown park was designed by sculptor Philip K. Smith III. It looks like a donut with ridges on it. The opening at the center is at eye level and allows a view through, Smith explained, offering a connection, a sense of hope, a view beyond what is directly in front of you.
I just keep thinking of the goatsy picture. Nice.
The sculpture and memorial space is supposed to add great beauty and provide the opportunity for reflection and embrace to evoke feelings of connection, reflection, and hope while symbolizing the diverse impact of AIDS on the community.
Staring through a
This is
butthole.
the sculpture in question.
Yeah, they're reaching. That doesn't look like an anus.
None that I've ever been seen up close.
It looks like a fucking cake pan.
It does. It does look like a cake pan.
Oh, those people are being fucking dorks.
It is Palm Springs, so. However,
If somebody's anus looks like that,
stay away.
they might be a statue. I mean, that's just weird.
It's also.
Yeah, they're fucking reaching, saying that looks like an asshole. Apparently, they've never seen an asshole. Maybe that's what people need to do.
That's true.
Just somebody gets up and is like, just spreads cheek and is like, look, this is my
shit box.
There you go. That doesn't count as one as mine. It's like, does this look like the statue in question? Or it's like, well, no, there's no prolapse. So it's like, yeah. So
what's that thing that's the size of a grape?
Yeah. What's that? Your gape grape, your portal peach. It's just like, yeah, that looks nothing like an asshole. It looks like a fucking lifesaver.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'm still going with cake pan.
They're reaching, dude.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it is Palm Springs.
Yeah.
It's all rich old people. However, Gene Brake, a local resident and founder of the Jose Sarria Foundation, told the news station the proposed memorial looks like a graphic depiction on the backside of a human being. More bluntly, Twitter user @BrandonDonkey2 wrote, "The AIDS memorial looks like a butthole."
That's nice, to the point. You know, that's probably like a 6 out of 10 tweet.
To the hole, maybe.
Yeah, you know.
Another local resident, Clay Sales, told the news station, "It's becoming a laughingstock because it looks like what it looks like. It's become a joke, and that's the last thing we want." The Palm Springs AIDS Memorial Task Force, the group planning the sculpture,
Probably the best task force name ever.
AIDS Memorial Task Force, said in a letter to residents, "Please know that we've heard the concerns and a revised design is in process." I hope they literally just put a hat on it.
It'd be funny shit if there's like, yes, we've reached the conclusions of grow up.
Yeah. The task force will reveal the new design later this year, it said.
They needed a task force for this?
Literally.
Defund the police.
The final memorial will also include, if Back the Blue means backing the Palm Springs AIDS Memorial Task Force, I think we just got an episode title.
Oh, god damn it. Does that like go into like a nice, like, can you like condense that to one word? What is it? The Palm Springs
AIDS Memorial Task Force.
The SAMT. The SAMT.
SAMT.
Damn, it'd be great if it actually spelled something.
Oh, it's PSAMT.
So it's Dutch.
It's PSAMT. What the fuck is wrong with me?
It
will be located.
Cancel all guests, dude. Because we're fucking killing it right now.
We're screaming through this
People
episode,
are
dude.
fucking turning it off, but we're having a blast.
I know. It will be located near a 26-foot tall Marilyn Monroe statue that has also caused a stir when it was first erected. Wink. In 2021, the statue shows Monroe's white skirt dress being blown up from underneath her iconic pose from the 1955 film The 7-Year Itch.
What if you looked up the dress on that statue and it actually is a perfect representation of that that Palm Springs Memorial?
This guy?
It was like, what?
What the fuck? That's how he was inspired.
First off, no, what that looks like to me? A clay pigeon.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought those were flatter.
Well, they all be absorbing skeet, you know what I mean?
They'd be, oh, so true.
No, but that'd be funny as shit. Like, yeah, because we've been staring up Maryland's dress for the last couple of years, and we know what buttholes look like.
Yeah. There's a huge 26-footer up there.
I bet she had a fucking hair diaper.
Probably. It was probably all blonde and mild, though.
Yeah. She probably still had some dingleberries, though.
However, some residents complained that it was misogynistic and exploitative because the sculpture showed the backside of the actress's underwear. The statue is still standing. What kind of panties do you think she was rocking?
Granny panties, obviously.
I don't know. She was pretty cool.
Any fucking vandal worth their weight in gold, if they weren't painting skid marks in her underwear on that statue, I have no hope for the youth of today. If they weren't in there just fucking doing streaks in their fucking underwear on the statue.
Now that's graffiti I can get behind.
Yes, exactly. Ah, damn it, dude. People in Palm Springs need more shit to bitch about.
I know.
Like, god damn it, dude.
Like, literally anything else.
Oh, fucking hell.
And that's all I had in the news today.
I heard you had some Am I the Assholes.
I left them in the house. I will go get them.
Jesus.
That's not true. I have one right here.
Well, we might as well get the other one.
Yeah, that's true. They're right downstairs.
You can text your fucking servant out there and see if she can bring him in for you. Well, you just had it inside. Man, what happened? Did you get lost?
No, somebody threw it away when they were cleaning.
Who would that be?
Yes. But it was not anyone sitting in this room.
Was she sitting in this room a couple of minutes ago? Perhaps with a dog.
Or the dog, or she was sitting with the dog. Or was the dog sitting with her? Anyway, I've got a couple occurrences of Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
I'll start with the one I left off last week, actually. The one that was already in this room.
Oh, from the Patreon?
Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole for fighting with my brother-in-law at his wedding? My 29-year-old sister and 27-year-old... she's 29. My sister, 27, got married to her fiance, 30, yesterday. I was, of course, invited. Austin and I don't get along as he is a CO, that is a correctional officer for those unlearned, and I did 5 years in prison, got out a year ago, so there's some bad blood between us. At the wedding reception, I had a few drinks, as did everyone else. I started talking to a guest named Lily, and her and I really started to hit it off, laughing and talking and sharing a dance. We went back to the bar for another round, and Austin came up to us and started talking.
Wait. Is this from a dude or from a girl?
It's from a girl.
So she met another girl at the wedding and hit off. Nice.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
My dick moved.
We went back to the bar for another round, and Austin came up to us and started talking about how Lily was lucky that we were talking here and not through a prison window. Lily asked what he meant, and Austin went on about how I did time and how rough it was on my sister. He then put his arm around me and started to say something else, but I threw his hand off and told him to piss off. We started arguing louder, and eventually we had to be broken up by other people. Things were kind of awkward after that, so I left about 30 minutes later. My sister said I caused some tension between them and they fought a bit because of it. She said I should have just let Austin say what he was going to say and walk away. While I do agree I might have made it worse, I think he was also out of line by ruining a chance I had with Lily. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, but not as much as he is.
Not even close.
Her only... She could have handled it. She should have handled it better.
You think so? I don't think so.
At the wedding?
Well, I guess at your sister's wedding.
Now,
at your sister's wedding?
Yeah, but it's like... But also, maybe when the sister gets back from honeymoon, be like, yo, this is what your fucking now husband did at the wedding. Fuck him.
True.
Next time she sees a husband, yo, fuck you. You cock-blocking asshole.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's low.
I think she definitely has a right to speak up for herself, obviously.
Like...
Because, yeah, that was just a fucking dick move on his half, but...
Cock-blocking as a whole is reprehensible.
Yeah.
But, like, to do it in that way, too, to like, throw out there to somebody, a stranger, that, A, she did time, and B, it caused problems between her, allegedly, caused problems between her and her sister, that's nobody's business but theirs.
Yeah.
So you're a rat, and you're a cock-blocking piece of shit, and you should fucking die.
I think she could have handled... She should have been the bigger person and just dealt with it then.
After the wedding.
And then after everything... weddings-wise died down, called him on his shit.
Absolutely. And definitely taking her gift back.
Wait till your sister's done getting married, till she's done having her honeymoon, and then be like, look, yo, your fucking dude is a piece of shit.
Yeah, and here's why.
I could have gotten some sweet puss instead. I went home dry as a fucking bone.
Mm-hmm. Pissed off and awkward. God damn it. You hate to see it. I
mean, she paid her debt to society. All she wants to do is fucking scissor.
That's right.
So she's trying to get her trib on, and this fucking guy is just... Oh, man.
This cock-blocking fucking cop.
Not even a cop, dude. He's a corrections officer.
He's a CO.
Whoa.
Even worse.
Fucking wannabe.
Even fucking worse.
I respect a park ranger more.
Agree, because park rangers deal with raccoons.
Yes.
And they're cute.
They look like they're washing their hands. They look like little human hands and stuff.
And when they steal stuff, they run away like this.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking cool.
They're sick.
He probably knows a lot about... Park rangers know more about birds and bears and shit. Like cool stuff.
Bears are fucking sick.
Yeah, they know how to like treat bee stings and shit. What does a corrections officer know how to do?
Yell.
Be fat and still somehow be a cop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Buzz off.
I took the word right out of my mouth. I was saying "buh" and you said it first.
Aw. Wink. Oh my goodness.
This one is titled Haircut. I've been in a relationship, 25, with my boyfriend, 26, for the past 7 months. I work in IT, and he is a barber. The other day, I wanted to go get a haircut, but I didn't want to go downtown for it, so he recommended he cuts my hair for me at home.
Oh, bad idea.
The haircut was fine. I don't really ask for anything crazy, just a standard male haircut. This must be two guys.
Okay.
Oh, they are.
Now I'm on board.
It's MM. Okay.
Because if it was a girl having a barber cut her hair,
yeah, it's gonna
ruin that relationship. Yeah.
Yes. He just wanted a standard male haircut. After we were done, though, he asked me if I liked it. I said yes, and then he said, "You can just PayPal me the money. No need to go get your wallet." I, at first, thought he was joking and laughed it off, but he didn't seem to understand why, and I just transferred him here's why, the 20 euros he asked for, kind of normal price where I live. It would have been much more at the salon he works at. Oh, and I cleaned up because it was my hair. Now, something that has been happening between us is that he sends me Instagram reels or TikToks with baked goods and asks me if I can make them for him. I am no professional baker, but I do bake as a hobby and have made wedding/birthday cakes for my friends and family, and if it is in order, I usually just ask for the ingredients. Most of the time, I can make the ones he sends me, maybe not as presentable, but mostly the same. A few days ago, he sent me a TikTok with some chocolate eclairs and asked me if I could make them, and I told him, between the ingredients and my time, you'd be better off buying some at a bakery. He didn't understand at first, but eventually he did, and he didn't take it too well. He called me petty, and he said that this isn't my job, it's just a hobby, etc. Some of our common friends agree with him, saying I am being cheap and petty, but some agreed with me, saying that if he wants to charge me, he shouldn't expect me not to. So am I the asshole for charging my boyfriend?
Depends. It depends on the fact. If his boyfriend cuts hair for someone else, like he works at like a salon or a barber shop and has like a guy above him, and this guy went in during business hours and got a haircut, yeah, you owe him the €20.
You know what? They didn't even specify if it was at home or at work.
Now, if it was off hours at home,
I think it was.
like in the kitchen chair, well, yeah, because he said he cleaned up after himself.
That's right.
So yeah, it was probably home. No, he don't owe you shit. And I'm saying it like this: it's like, look, you've sucked his dick. 7 months, you sucked his dick by now, right? Cut his fucking hair.
I think maybe a few more things.
You know, and also on his end, he's taking it in the ass from you. Make him a fucking cake. Make him some fucking eclairs, dude. It's like, look, I think once you've been in a relationship long enough that like you've swapped fluids and you've had dicks in each other's mouths and shit. How long does it really take to cut a dude's hair?
20 minutes, especially a standard cut, maybe 20.
Honestly, though, like making eclairs isn't a fucking very like elaborate thing. So
yeah, they're.
But if like they're 7 months, it's like, yo, go Dutch on the fucking ingredients. Make them together. Make a fucking thing out of it. Quit being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Teach your boyfriend how to make fucking his own eclairs. Have fun. Suck each other's birds after.
Mm-hmm.
And then
during.
While his fucking head's in your head's in his lap, he can cut your hair.
Done. No love lost there.
But they should break up because if that's what they're fucking arguing about at 7 months, yo, fucking bail.
Looks bad.
Bail, dude. Unless his fucking dick is fucking ridiculous, you got to bail, bro.
Ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus. Unless you got that Gorilla Grip blood hole. Like, oh, shit.
Or some other thing back there.
What are you talking about, dude? Grow
no
up,
idea.
Dude.
As someone who's been in a relationship for a really long time now, I like...
Quit making me feel bad.
Like me and Mel went over this shit early. Money is
what? She sucks your dick, you cut her hair?
Hell yeah.
That's
why do you think it looks so cool?
That's why she has a mullet?
Why do you think she looks so sick all the time? It's no accident.
That gluck gluck.
Money is fluid, especially when you spend all of, if not every, like waking free moment with the partner. Yeah. So money is being spent by one person or another person. So you get each other back whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
Especially like as long as it's an equal divide.
I mean, like, yeah, like €20, that's what you spend on, like, you know, splitting a pizza together anyway. So
yeah, easily that.
But it is kind of weird if he charged him €20 for a haircut if he did it in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Like, it's one thing if your boys are coming over and they always come over to the house to get their hair cut. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, a friend of mine, he's a barber. He cuts all his boys' hair. He just brings them over to his house, cuts their hair, and they just give them whatever. That's one thing. But it's like, if you only needed, like, you needed a last minute haircut and he said, yo, why don't he offered to do it for you? That should be a free haircut.
Right. Matt from my old podcast was a barber for 12 years. He's still, like, when I have hair, he cuts my hair to this day, and obviously he doesn't do it anymore, but he's still offering me a service. I throw him $10 every time. It's all he wants.
Yeah.
But
or like the next time you guys hang out, like you pay for the chicken wings.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
services rendered need payment. However,
the first couple months of a relationship, do it just so there's no weirdness. But after 7 months, you've came in each other a few times by then.
Oh, gay dudes?
Give him a fucking haircut.
How many days is 7 months?
And quit being a bitch and make him some strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on.
Sack up and fucking get to work baking.
Yeah.
It's just girl cooking anyway.
I'm telling you, man. You guys can just make a thing about it. Bake together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God damn it. I can't make a relationship last longer than 4 to 6 months. And I got great advice, and these two are fucking 7 months. They're doomed.
They should be so lucky.
They're doomed.
Let me see. And doomed to hell, also to burn for all eternity. According to JC.
Maybe that's why they have the fucking make cakes for or his boyfriends because he can't get them made in most shops. They're like, we're not making cakes for your kind.
Let me see.
No, I guess that's more of an American thing.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling a friend I'm not a backup plan? So I, 20-year-old male, have a friend, 19-year-old female. We're not best friends, but we're good friends. But
this set just reeks of a fedora wearing. She's my best friend, but you secretly J-O's to her like constantly.
Well, he said we're not best friends, but we're good friends. I'm not a part of her friend circle, if that makes sense. I hadn't seen her in a while due to working a lot recently, and I want to save up as I'm going to university this year. I messaged her and asked her if she was doing anything tomorrow. She replied and was just like, I don't know why, and asked if I wanted to hang out. She then starts saying, oh, maybe just because I need to see if my friends want to do anything. I was like, oh yeah, if you might be doing something, let me know and we can do another day. She replied there, nothing planned, and I just wait to see if they ask me if I want to do anything. I was like, oh, right. Heard nothing until like 30 minutes before I proposed we originally hang out, and she messaged me saying, yeah, they didn't ask me, so we can hang out. I was a bit drunk at this point, and I was kind of annoyed and just replied, I don't want to be your backup friend. Way too blunt, I know, but that's how I felt, and obviously being drunk meant I felt it 10 times more. She was just like, what do you mean? And I said, I'm not going to be left till the last minute on plans because you want to wait for a hypothetical invitation from other friends. She got pissy and told me I was overreacting and being out of order. But obviously, I didn't want her to be there, and everyone wanted to come. We left our houses, and I gathered at my spot and had a great time. The next day, a mutual friend told me that she was very angry and disappointed for me for pushing her away like that and making her spend the night alone. Let me see, where am I? This friend was also kind of against me, too, telling me that she doesn't deserve that. I told her that I am not doing anything bad, and in fact, I'm being more than patient and courteous for not pushing her away from the friend group. And she has told me how underappreciated I felt during the relationship. I met her through my friend group because someone from the friend group introduced her, and 2 weeks later, we started dating. Wait a minute.
This is the same story?
I don't think it is. Whoopsie daisy.
This is one for some fucking incel mouth breather. To some dude who actually gets pussy.
Asshole, bit of a conversation. Let me see.
Jesus, Tom.
Yep, I got my streams crossed.
Jesus Christ.
But that story ends with, he told her she doesn't want to be a backup plan. She got upset with it, and she doesn't want to be friends no more.
Well, what I was initially was thinking like, oh great, so you're some incel that, that's wants to fuck this girl, she won't fuck you. But now I'm like, I'm kind of with him. That is fucked up. It's like, yo, you want to chill? And she's like, well, I got to see if cooler people want to hang out first.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
That's why I immediately said, nah, fuck her. Because normally I would agree and be like, hey, stop being such an incel weirdo. But she out and out told him that she's waiting to hear from other people first.
Yeah. That's literally a backup plan.
Mm-hmm. He said, I don't want to be a backup friend. Fuck you. I have to agree.
Yeah, I'm with him on that. I don't give a shit if she has sick titty game or not. I don't give a shit. That's fucking, fuck that, dude. And she's not sucking your bird? Bail.
Even more, yeah. There's
a fucking gay dude over in Europe that can cut your hair for you. All you gotta do is make him a couple fucking scones.
Yeah, if you hang out a little longer, you could get a fucking cake.
Yeah, dude.
Or, even better, brookies.
You'll get your fucking dick sucked. You'll get some brookies. Dude, all you gotta do is cross a pond, man.
From the language, it sounded like he's already over there.
Oh, is he? Oh, he just out and going to university.
University. Yep.
Fucking dork.
But then could also be Australian.
They don't go to college.
What was I thinking? They go on walkabout. And they never come back.
Damn, like Dave Janis' boss.
He went on walkabout in that neighborhood in Philly that Dave loves so much. I got one more. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law that she didn't actually run a marathon?
Okay.
I've been a runner for as long as I can remember. I love it. I want running to continue to grow as a competitive activity and not just a fun hobby. My sister-in-law got into running last year, and she absolutely fell in love with it as well. Since I'm also a runner, I decided I'd connect with her on the topic, and I wanted to hear about her runs, her progress, and maybe offer some helpful guidance if she wanted it. So at a family gathering, I asked her about it. After a bit of conversation, she mentioned to me that she ran a marathon. For those who don't know, a marathon is 26.2 miles consecutively. I was quite surprised. She ran a marathon after only getting into running a year ago. That is amazing. What an incredible dedication and drive I have, I thought to myself. I was about to praise her for this incredible accomplishment, but then she explained this marathon in detail. It was a virtual marathon that she started late last year and apparently completed this year. Basically, it was an app-based event where you tally up your running distances until you reach 26.2 miles. I chuckled slightly and told her that that's great. She totaled that in that time frame, but it doesn't count as a marathon. I told her that marathons have time limits for completion, usually 6 to 8 hours. If they didn't, then I could claim multiple ultra marathons via the aggressive distances I've ran in my life. It's disingenuous and, in my opinion, undermines those who have actually ran a marathon. She didn't take this well, called me an asshole, a bully, an elitist, and a few other things. I apologize for upsetting her, but I stand by what I said. She didn't speak to me for the rest of the gathering. My wife agrees with me, despite not being a runner herself. She said her sister overreacted. Their mother said that I should have just let my sister-in-law believe that she ran a marathon. Maybe, I don't know.
There, Mongo. You good marathon runner.
She is 23 years old without any impairments. Validating her marathon would feel similar to lying to a child to boost their confidence. The difference is she is not a child. Am I the asshole?
Absolutely
I disagree.
not.
She is a child.
Yeah, but absolutely not. This guy's fine.
Right.
I mean, look, I don't think I'm telling tales out of school here when I say I don't know shit about physical activity.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I know, right? But
this fucking guy.
I'm pretty sure.
What next?
Like, I did not know that that's the actual distance that a marathon has to be. I did not know that.
26.2.
Now, but what I did know about marathons is that you got to start and finish at this. Like, it's got to be one fluid thing,
one continuous thing.
Take like week-long, month-long breaks.
No.
I know that's not a thing.
No.
I mean, there's no timeouts. There's no fucking seventh inning stretch. It's like...
There's no stretching.
She didn't run a fucking marathon.
No.
And if the guy wasn't being an asshole, like, you fucking pussy, you didn't run no fucking marathon. He's just like, that's not a marathon. No. He's right and being funny. It's like, by the way, was this John Wren who wrote this? No, but... yeah, it's just...
Signed vegan athlete.
He's not wrong.
No, not at all. And another thing...
I mean, don't be a dick about it. Be like, come on, dude, that's not really a marathon. And leave it at that.
Or just politely explain it.
But if she's, like, getting all fucking bent out of shape about it...
Elitist.
I mean, you might... Yeah, elitist? Like, no, it's just fucking common knowledge.
Well,
like
apparently not so common.
Google what is a marathon, you know? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Or even better, instead of running one, watch somebody run one on YouTube.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck,
and
dude?
Sit still. What did she call him? She said aggregate distances. Apologize upsetting her.
I heard elitist, a bully.
That was, where is that section? Elitist, a bully, an asshole, and a few other things.
Yeah.
Well, he is an elitist, but... Like anybody who's
But then again, like people who have run marathons, that's kind of an elite group of people. It's not like that's a common thing or someone runs like millions of marathons.
That's very true.
I mean, there's a lot of marathon runners.
There's plenty.
But
there's a hell of a lot more people who I've encountered personally who are like, I could never run 1 mile, let alone 3.
I could barely walk a mile. Yeah, she's not. He's not wrong.
She's the asshole.
She's dumb.
She's
dumb as shit.
That brings me back to the other thing. At the age 23, you should probably be prepared for people to give you harsh reality. Every once in a while.
Dude.
You should be so lucky to have.
You should be ready for that by age 12.
Yeah, and maybe start running a little earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Start running earlier and learn that people in life are going to be a little bit mean sometimes.
Because you're a dum-dum and didn't do any homework.
Well, then again, he's like, well, I got her into running. Like, well, you should explain to her that a marathon is a continuous act and not something you do in shifts.
No.
It's not fucking shift work, you zero.
Yeah, because if that was true, I ran multiple marathons.
Shit, if that's true, I think I ran at least 2.
Shit.
Fuck me.
So, more content like that can be found on patreon.com/IRR and ILL.
$3 a month.
$3 a month. Less than a bag of Rap Snacks. I love that
More
saying.
talk of Wilma Flintstone's fucking hair diaper. And her cruddy little shitbox.
Now, since we had our guests drop out
Yeah.
at the last second,
Yes, we did.
we were going to assign each other some mutual comedy homework. Mm-hmm. And that is the recent outpouring of 30-minute specials from Gas Digital on YouTube.
6 in total.
6 in total. Now,
Each titled 30 minutes with ...
Yep, 30 minutes with.
Yeah.
Great
idea.
Yeah.
On Gas Digital's part. And I want to say that is like, regardless of the content, it's like that's a really cool thing to do. Some people, it was their first special or it's their first special in a long time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a really cool idea, and I hope they continue to do that.
Well, with the amount of views that they've all gotten, I think it might become...
I hope so.
It might become a more regular thing.
That'd be cool if they did like 6 a year. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that would be really sick.
Yeah.
I
So
also
shout out to Luis Gomez and the Gas Digital and all that shit. That's fucking... It was a cool idea.
Yeah, I'll get to him too, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that this is what I wanted all this time was a 30-minute special. Wow, it is so easy to like digest.
I think the first time I ran across a 30-minute special was Akash. But his was only 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was 20 something. Right?
Yeah. But and then
Problem with Apu.
and then fucking Chris Stefano did it with Speshy Weshy
Yeah.
on Netflix, which was really ballsy.
Well, he did 36 on Netflix, and there's more of it, but it's on his Patreon, so I've never seen it.
That's weird.
Problem with Apu.
It was like 20 some. It was under half an hour.
Oh, bring back Apu. It's
Yeah.
20 minutes, 19 seconds. That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
It's good. And
I didn't know I wanted that all this time.
and it's good for like also some comedians don't have a solid hour yet, but they still have like good material and it helps them get their feet wet with making a special and yeah, I thought like the idea behind it was fucking really cool. And I like that this people they went with were established veterans and a couple
And up-and-comers.
couple quote unquote rookies. But do you want to do it in order of your least favorite to your favorite, or how do you want to do it?
I'll start with Colm Terrell
Okay.
because he's the only one I didn't finish because I was getting too tired. I was like halfway through, but I was getting way too tired and I passed out. But he said Chinese are the best immigrants, and you can't rank best or worst races, but you can rank best immigrants. I love that joke.
The best thing in his bit, I don't know, maybe you didn't get there yet. He's talking about a Jeffrey Dahmer sitcom where his nosy neighbor is played by Bill Cosby. Did you get to that part?
No.
And he launches into this really good / awful impression of Bill Cosby. He's like, Jeffrey, you can't be killing and the drilling and the nom nom nom. And that fucking floored me. I was fucking losing it to that. And I've been a fan of his for quite a while now, but this is the first special of his I've seen.
I believe so.
And it's fucking great. I love that he started off with, what was he say? I forget what he was talking about. Oh, he's like, draw about drinking games. He's like, drinking games are gay, and I do mean that in a homophobic way. And
because
Jesus Christ.
they prevent me from drinking faster.
Yeah. I thought his was the second best of all 6 for me. I was very impressed. because I've always enjoyed his podcast, the Column Tyrrell podcast, which you can find everywhere. Column, it's COLUM. Tyrrell is TYRREL.
Yep.
Find him on YouTube. He has a great podcast called the Column Tyrrell Podcast. So yeah, I've always been a fan of him. I've always been a fan when he's a guest on other podcasts and shit. But this is my first chance I've seen, other than a couple clips, like a full stand-up thing from him, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
The Jeffrey Dahmer bits were fucking great.
I can't wait to get through the rest of it because I liked it immediately.
The killing and the drilling and the nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom.
Fucking, I lost my shit at that. That fucked me up bad. I have actually rewatched that since at least 7 times.
Oh, the bit?
No, the fucking whole special.
Oh wow.
I've rewatched that quite a bit.
Yeah, you'd be watching.
I would give Colin Tyrrell's 30 minutes a 10 out of 10.
Damn, that's a great grade.
I really like it. What you got next?
Let's see. I don't know which order I want to go in.
Just pick one.
Dave Smith.
All right. All right.
Because he was the first one that I had to get out of the way.
He was the first one that got released too.
Oh, that's right. He was before Column.
Yeah.
5 minutes on Kanye. 90s rap. I said Legion of Skanks branded edgy women's sports material. His hard refusal to stop saying the F slur. Very good. This is what things used to be. Oh my God, you're 40 and somehow 80. And then I said politics. I'm checked out. 0 out of 10. I did not laugh once.
My problem with him is, first off, he's a really smart guy.
Yes.
He's an incredibly smart guy. I just wish he brought that intelligence to his stand-up.
He goes for the lowest bar. Like, look, I sound like a bad comedy fan saying something that silly, but it's true.
But it's like there's a lot of like edgelord shit out there where like you can't say certain words, blah blah blah, all that horse shit. But if you're funny enough, you can say whatever you want as long as the joke you're putting it in is funny enough. He's just up there dropping the F slur just to drop it. There's no joke around it. There's no wittiness behind it. Mm-hmm. There's no thought put into it. So it's just like all that smarts that I know is in your fucking head, and you've been doing stand up for a while, and this fucking like teenage edgelord shit's the best you can come up with.
It fucking sucked.
It was dreadful. It was really bad. But yeah, I was expecting it to be bad. I wanted it to be good.
I want to like him so bad, but I can't do it.
And the thing is also that bugs me is the smugness.
I know.
Some people pull it off and you're like Jeffrey Osmus, the false smugness where like he's self-deprecating but also playing it off like he's full of himself.
Dude,
whereas Dave Smith is like, come on, dude.
He reeks of genuine smugness.
Yeah. Like, I don't see him being a good hang at all.
No.
Yeah, in his libertarian politics aside, but he's a smart guy. He can handle a conversation with just about anybody.
Yeah.
But just like it.
I've seen him hand people their ass, too.
Yeah, but it's like, these bits are just fucking juvenile.
The bits were so, like, of all things you could have possibly picked.
I'm not offended that he said the F slur.
No, I don't even care.
I don't care. It's just like, if you're going to do that, it better be attached to a fucking hilarious joke.
Right.
If you're going to be that type of edgy, it better be attached to fucking some A+ material. Mm-hmm. And there's some fucking way more tenured comics that also can't pull that off. And that's true. Just was like, he's up there to say it. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, like
you're smarter than this.
Like why bother taking a hard stance to not stop saying it? I don't get it.
I also give this a 0 out of 10. But it's like, I wish he did like we did with Libertas, his hour that he did a few years ago.
I didn't watch it.
It's like, it was mostly political humor. And it's like, you're smart when it comes to like political knowledge and shit. It's like, use that lane. Use your fucking edgelord shit in that lane, and you could probably come up with something really fucking funny and cool.
Yeah. Like I can see it now. If he somehow got booked for like a White House Correspondents' Dinner,
he can just be
he
like
would fuck that shit up.
He could just be like a more fucking edgy Jon Stewart or Dennis Miller, or something like that. It's like, but instead he's just
he went for lowest
I'm
fucking
just
bar
get up
possible.
Here and say it, like, and he's like, oh, look at me, I'm saying it, and I don't care. It's like, yeah, and we don't care either.
He sniffed his own ass.
This shit is not shocking anymore.
No.
It's like 2023. None of that shit's shocking anymore.
No, he sniffed his own ass, and like the whole I'm not gonna say it, and like things aren't the way they used to be. Like fucking, I've heard this.
It's like, dude, you're not even 40 yet. And you're talking about how it used to be. Like, shut up.
What does that even mean?
Of course, things aren't how they used to be. It's called evolution.
It's the way. Yeah, things never ever will be ever.
Yeah, that was fucking.
It was a zilch.
A bum start because he was the first of the special.
I know. Let's get to something better.
The second one to come out was Louis J. Gomez. 30 Minutes Louis J. Gomez. Now, I'll start on this one. I'm a fan of Louis J. Gomez as a person and what he does.
And a podcast producer?
And a podcast producer, a podcast network creator.
It was these specials were his idea.
A fest creator. One of the biggest comedy fests in North America.
The Skankfest is quickly becoming the best comedy festival.
It's almost beating out that Montreal shit. The Just for Laughs festival.
Give it a couple years, won't be shocked.
So like, and his initiative, his drive, and his business acumen are fucking great, and he's done a lot for stand up.
Yeah.
So, and I watched his previous hour, and it was pretty you know. So I was going into this thing like, all right, it's just gonna be another but I was pleasantly surprised by this half hour. He's gotten so much better as a stand. I was never like the biggest fan of his stand up. I like him as a what he does for comedy, and I like his podcasts.
Yeah.
I like him on other podcasts.
I've chuckled at a stand up clip or two.
He's definitely a funny person, but I just thought his stand up was kind of But this, not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I was going in expecting something at like a 5 or below.
Same.
And I was like, this is actually fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
The one joke that stood out the most for me is like, did you guys see that picture of Casey Anthony?
That's on my list.
And he's like, I'd say she had junk in the trunk, but that seems insensitive. Now, that is fucking clever.
That's a good joke.
Zero fat on it, minus her ass. And I was like, that's a fucking good joke. And it's changed my mind on Louis J. Gomez as a stand-up.
I have to agree.
I think this was it's great to see how much he's improved. And I can't wait to see him do some more shit. I mean, maybe he does another half hour when they do this again. Who knows? But this was really good. I gave that one a 6.5.
Oh, I said the opener about his friend's birthday was great.
Oh, I seen it was like that one was ruined for me because I'd seen it on one of his clips.
Mm-hmm. The Puerto Rican chick secretly taping him crying to put on the internet was so funny. What are you crying? I thought it was fucking front loaded for another thing.
Yeah.
I've heard the I've finished porn premise before. Like I think
probably from him.
I think Sam Morril did it, or somebody of that level did that premise before. Like. I finished porn. I heard that 2 years ago. Yeah. And he had to close by bragging about Legion of Skanks. I gave it a solid 7, though. Yeah. Because I was laughing. That was
unnecessary, because I'm like, if anybody who knows Louis J. Gomez knows about Legion of Skanks.
Right.
But, yeah. I was pleasantly surprised by that one.
Pleasantly surprised.
But
I was laughing the whole time.
I put it at my second to bottom of the list. Huh. And that's not because of its quality. It's because of the quality of the other stuff.
Yep. And let's see. We did 1, 2, 3.
We did Tyrrell, we did Gomez, we did Smith.
Okay. Who am I missing? Oh, yeah. It's on the back.
What do you got?
Kurt Metzger.
Best one.
Really? All right.
Best one.
I'll start. Uber driver, do you have a mask? Kurt, did you hear about Ukraine, dipshit? And the thing he said, masks are a fat kid in a swimming pool with a t-shirt. Because people wearing them at this point
We're
are just...
not doing that now.
And let's see, My Handicap Laugh. And if you look in the credits, he credits Duis Gay Jomez.
Yes. Those two have had on and off beef for years, which was surprising when I found out that he was going to get one of the specials.
I guess it's
nice
off.
that they've mended fences.
Yeah.
Kurt Metzger needs to be more famous.
I think
he takes a lot of breaks from stand up to do writing gigs.
Yeah, I think with this he might get pushed in.
It was so good. But yeah, just like the fucking when he just comes out, he's just like when he's just like, do you guys think it's wrong to invade the sovereign nation of Ukraine? And everybody's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, exactly. But it did kind of cure COVID, didn't it? Like that and just when he starts like, joke. When he starts about like, so the rest of this material is going to be about my back. Is that okay with you, sir? I was talking about this. Now I'm going to talk about my back. I love his delivery more than anything in the world.
I like the way he and only a couple people do this. He's right up on the mic and you can hear his a lot.
I don't
definitely. Know why.
I like it too, but I thought also when he was talking about the Jared from Subway thing, he was like, "Did you see that special, Jared to catch a Subway?" Like that. It's like in retrospect, like if somebody were to ask you to draw a pedophile, you draw someone who looked just like Jared. He might even be holding up a big old pair of pants, you wouldn't even know why. Yeah, I thought that fucking 30 minutes was outrageously good. That one I've actually watched 10 times now.
Damn.
That's a 10 out of 10 for me. And
it's
top of the shelf, as far as I'm concerned, with Column right underneath.
I need to watch it again when I'm less tired because
fucking funny.
I think my tank was empty because I was chuckling. I wasn't laughing
when he was
hard.
It's just like someone saw me out my ass and I was like, "What is my pussy hanging out?" And just like, fuck, dude.
That got me.
It was so good. All right.
Let's see. I think I gave it a 6, but I need to sit with it some more.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's do Jordan.
Okay, Jordan Jensen.
The section about her sister talking to robots and pissing them off. I said her set is a perfect mix of her manic, nutty style, but also dude bro slang and being very straightforward. Non-binary, but dressed like a whore. Like, come on, I can see your vagina, sir. Bald eagles. Do you like bald eagles? You want a peach drink that it's like a nectarine, but it's bald. And the airport chunk, followed by the Matrix chunk, super backloaded. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
My problem with this was that it was all spoiled for me. I had seen all the material.
I hadn't seen any of it at all.
The only thing that caught me off guard was the closer, and the closer was really good. The actual
that was the Matrix one?
Yes, that was very solid. I'm not going to spoil that for people who should watch this. And for someone that this is their first outing at all, fucking fantastic. But I think the thing that bummed me out was that it was all material that... I mean, now I know why comedians mostly just post crowd work clips.
Because they don't want to burn their material.
Burn material. And that material that I saw her do in that 30 minutes was stuff that I'd already seen on her clips. And she posts a lot of clips.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see it all in one place, put together,
in a package.
One package. But yeah, it was very good, with the end being my favorite part.
The Matrix joke fucking ruled.
I'd probably say an 8 out of 10 as well. I think this was good, but I think what she does next will be outrageously even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoyed it a hell of a lot. Her and Louis J were my favorites.
Really?
By far, yeah. And then let's close with Voss.
The legend.
I said the first note I wrote was, I hear echoes of the Soul Joel set. From trashing Lewis in the beginning. He said, I won't perform unless it's in a sauna. And just like, he said, I won't do this unless... By the way,
back to speaking of like how hot it was during the taping of all those specials, everybody talks about how hot it was. Because Ian Messer was like, I asked him specifically for bayou temperature and shit like that. and Column talking about like, I'm up here sweating using a towel like an old black comedian. Like, and just like, oh.
Yes. Yo, Letitia, I got egg salad. Yo, Letitia, I got egg salad. Girl. And then I said, my last note was just, yeah, it was material from Soul Joel's that I saw before. I don't want to spoil too much, but
I was disappointed.
I laughed at it in person. I laughed hard at Soul Joel's.
Yeah, I did. I was also extremely drunk, but
you're punching me.
the opening crowd work he does is great.
Yes.
I love that he called his daughter.
And what happened? The same fucking thing that happened when he called his wife when we saw him.
No, because his daughter.
She trashed him.
His daughter was like, "You ran out of material."
But
when we saw him at Soul Joe's, he called his wife, and she's like, "Oh, you're at Soul Joe's? Well, tell everybody there that I'll be there." But
she plugged her fucking dates.
I don't like. I've seen better from Voss.
Yeah.
Over the years.
He did do that thing that he does though, where he can sit in silence and just wait for people to quiet down, and he doesn't have to like fill it with like noise or nothing.
Yeah.
I love when people can let it breathe.
He still is a master.
He's a legend.
Don't get it twisted. But I've seen way better from him than this 30 minutes. And I wish, his actually would have been an hour. Because I would have liked to see more material.
Yeah.
Instead of having it half crowd work, half material.
Yeah.
But if I had to go in order, my least favorite was Dave Smith. Then probably, Voss.
What number you give him?
Voss and Louis J. Gomez both get a 6.5. Which is weird because I normally don't like Louis J. Gomez and I normally love Rich Voss. But that's where they are for me. They're around the bottom there. Then Jordan Jensen. And then the top two for me were Colin Tyrrell and Kurt Metzger. It makes me excited for what Colin and Jordan have coming out next because they're still somewhat young in the game of comedy. So I think these will really help them. And I think it solidified Kurt Metzger and Louis J. Gomez as top acts.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't improve my opinion of Dave Smith. But it kind of was just like, and Voss, it was a Voss, but
I'm just happy to see Voss material.
I'm expecting Voss to be at a 10, and he was at like an 8.
Yeah, or maybe even 7.5.
Yeah, but he's still a fucking hilarious,
mm-hmm.
and I really think it was sick that they picked some like veteran comedians, but also that they picked like Jordan and Colin and said here, and Kurt, who hasn't had a fucking anything since White Precious, and that was like
14.
Yeah, 2014.
9 years, damn.
And that was sick.
Well, he's done fucking, well, it's evident he's done nothing but write and do shit since then.
Yeah.
He has not stopped doing funny. So.
I'm really excited to see what Gas Digital does. I hope they continue to do things like this.
I think they will.
And hopefully these are successful enough that they will. But I also think, Gas Digital also has that, like, the Legion of Skanks fans, the Real Ass Podcast fans, them alone will get your numbers up and views and listens and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be fucking fine.
I can't wait to see what happens with this year's Skankfest because, like, it will be when this drops. It's 2 weeks ago by now, but we'll obviously, you and I will be hearing about the things that happen on podcasts and what else going forward, YouTube and clips and shit. Yeah.
I'm just excited. I hope they do more, and I can't wait to say who they pick for the next 6 or whatever. I mean, honestly, it'd just be cool if they did like a couple, just recorded like a handful of sets from Skankfest. And threw them up on the internet. That'd be fucking fun.
Yeah, that'd be
obviously not the whole fest because then like what's the point? Then people won't pay to go. But maybe just pick like a handful and say, here, check these, sets out.
I'd love to go someday.
Yeah, I would definitely go. I would be on drugs the entire time, but
I think you're supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Lie.
Just lie. Yes, I'm really intoxicated.
I'm on Valium.
I am not a police officer.
Or I'm on lithium. You want to get into our regular ass homework then?
Yes, I do. As those who've listened to this before know, when each week we assign each other an album and a comedy special to listen to and comment on the following episode. We also asked that of our guests, and last week was the part 2 of the 1 year anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Special.
Yeah. We had
Special.
one Larry Wachecki and Matthew Bennett on, and they brought us. Who do you want to start with, Larry or Matthew?
Matt.
Okay. I don't remember which is which.
Great Falls. Objects Without Pain.
Okay, I remember now. Go ahead.
Yep. I'll start with Great Falls. Objects Without Pain. I can't believe I sat through a 3-minute intro. I'm sick of Matt purposely assigning us long, slow stuff to just rib me. And this was not even something.
I don't think he's doing it to fuck with you. This is just what he listens to.
It's what he likes. He legitimately listens to this on a regular basis. I said it's not even close to something I'd listen to or continue listening to. But from musicianship alone, I gave it a 3 because it wasn't unlistenable. It just isn't my thing. It's boring. Very boring.
Fair enough. Great Falls, Object Without Pain. Is that what it was called?
Objects. Yeah,
Objects Without Pain. I can't type. I just wrote, oh yeah, that whole quiet to loud, plotting to dynamic shtick that used to be huge amongst hardcore bands in the late 90s. I forgot all about the style, but also forgot how much I do enjoy it. My only gripe with this is that the vocals are really wonky in parts.
My least favorite part.
Everything else was decent to good. Not a bad listen. 6 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it. I thought the vocals were kind of bad.
I could not get past the vocals.
The vocals were kind of bad, but also, yeah, if I didn't see you liking this at all. And honestly, I didn't think it was the greatest thing I'd ever heard either. I mean, it wasn't. Obviously, not everything's going to be the greatest thing you ever heard, but
no, the point is just to show us new shit.
Yeah,
and the listener.
Yeah, and I found shit I hadn't listened to.
Yeah, I got plenty of that kind of shit.
If you like that quiet to loud, late 90s hardcore, you go for it. This is going to be right up your fucking alley, and it's done well.
Who the fuck is landscaping at night? What an idiot.
Seriously, they got headlights on their shit. No. He also brought us a record that I was intending to bring.
Mm-hmm. It was on your list.
Yes, Realize Machine Violence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am a fan of this record, and I will sum it up with a simple phrase. God flesh for people with less time on their hands. Fuck yeah, pimpin'. 8 out of 10. It's industrial music for hardcore kids, but they didn't dumb down the industrial so much that it ruined it. Mm-hmm. It was a good blend of both, and I thought it was really good. And I hope they get a little weirder with their next release. But so far, so good. Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about this band, though.
I said fat ass bass tone. Oh, yeah. Vocals. Oh, hell nah. I said the riffs were sort of forgettable. It definitely does sound like it was made by machines, hopefully by robot chickens.
Fuck yeah.
I said these are jams. They go, but they don't go hard. I do like that Necronomicon vocal effect thing though. That's cool.
What do you mean by that?
It's the one that's like the super distorted low with like the mid at the same time.
Okay.
It sounds like a chorus type thing.
Oh, okay.
There's a band I played a show with in Knoxville. Knoxville.
Damn, home of the Wig Sphere.
One time called Transgression, who the singer had that effect on the vocals, and I didn't think it was sick until they were playing. I was like, yo, this is tight. Transgression rules. But I said it's like a 4 out of 10. It's okay. It's good. It's not.
Well,
not
I
great.
didn't bring it to you. Matt brought it to you.
Yeah.
My track record's still. Well, you hate everything I bring to you anyway. So
That's not true.
Doesn't matter.
Let's do Larry.
Larry brought us.
He brought us 2 records and a special, or an album actually.
I forget which albums he brought and which ones you gave me because I just have all of them done, but I forget who brought what.
He brought us both the girl bands, the Beths and Jana Horn.
Well, the one you brought had a girl too.
Oh, whoopsie.
Well, let's start with the Beths.
The Beths. The Future Me Hates Me.
You want to go? Or you want me to go?
I'll go. Cutesy and upbeat. High school girl music for sure. But it's got some licks and riffs hidden in there, though. 5 out of 10.
The best. Future Me Hates Me. I just wrote, if the chick from Juno wrote a record for girls with stinky pussies and mullets who really like the movie Juno. 9 out of 10. I liked it a lot.
I figured you would.
I liked it quite a bit.
It's fine.
It's dumb,
but
it's still good.
If I'm listening to a daily mix and a song of theirs gets thrown in, I won't skip it.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to listen to this album in straight through.
I listened to it 3 times.
I bet you
enjoyed
did.
it quite a bit. Good job, Larold.
I'm curious to see, or not so curious, what you'll say about Jana Horn. The window is the dream.
Why do I have written Nana Horn? Hopefully I listened to the right record.
Hope you didn't listen to her grandma's record.
Damn, what if her grandma's super sick, though?
Yo, her grandma, Joan Baez.
Damn.
Jana Horn, The Window is the Dream.
I have the wisdom of the dream.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
I said bratty 90s subdued reaction. It's good, I guess. That's how I feel about it. Even more subdued, loungy style girly stuff. It's a little too lo-fi for me to jump up and down about enjoying it. Meh. It was just really, really fucking slow and just, I don't listen to that stuff really.
So what do you give it?
4.
Well, sorry, but I just wrote,
11.
This is what I assume being hugged feels like in musical form. I love this record like I wish my parents loved me.
11.
10 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was fucking fantastic. I loved every fucking minute of it. I listened to it repeatedly since. And I'm going to be looking for more records from this person.
Definitely talented. It's just not my style at all.
Someone's a pussy.
No, somebody was smothered, maybe.
Oh, and he brought us...
Patton Oswalt.
You want to go first or let me go first?
Feeling kind of Patton. The man shaving his balls opener. He's shaving his balls with an electric shaver like he's bored. And if you lose a fight to a midget, you become one. I also
him in his balls. 3 gold coins come out.
I thought it was 8 gold. Gold coins come out. Whatever. I said it's so funny to hear Patton doing gay, midget, and retarded jokes now because he would never ever do. He even dropped the F-bomb.
Yeah.
And the apocalypse joke sounded familiar. Definitely remember seeing the animation of it on something. Maybe Shorty's watching Shorties or something.
Probably.
I forgot to look it up.
Great fucking show that was.
Yo, that show ruled.
Besides the point, let's get back to this.
Yeah. Patchouli smells like vomit and shit combined. And
not wrong.
I forget. This is where I heard the expression referencing watching 80s metal videos. Those were gayer than 8 guys blowing 9 guys.
I use that quite a bit. And also a factory that for some reason makes sparks.
Yes.
Yeah.
For some reason. I gave it a 6.
Squibbity bit.
Squibbity babbity boo.
This is one of the first comedy albums that I owned that I listened to on a repeated basis. So I've been familiar with this one for quite a bit. Patton Oswalt, feeling kind of Patton. We forget that before he was the king of alt comedy, he was a dude from DC completely ripping off Dave Attell. Still a great special. It's funny seeing where he was back then, funny, and seeing where he is now, offensively boring.
Mm-hmm.
A 7 out of 10 special. Yeah, I love this special, but honestly, if you watch the special and think about Dave Attell, it's this little midget guy doing Dave Attell jokes. But yeah, some of the lines that I would steal when I was a teenager, constantly. Like, thanks, Mr. Scoops, or a fine fat goose to bring home to your goodly wife. Like that shit. It's still a great special. And it's just that's why it's such a bummer that he just sucks now.
I don't know.
Just a whiny little dum-dum. But yeah, you got to remember
solid.
that he was a killer in his day.
Yeah, you got to. This album is rock solid.
Like I said always thought he was like a Dave Attell clone.
Yeah,
but he did it really well.
It's true.
Yeah, and you can be a clone, and if you have the material,
A baby, if you will.
if you have the material to back it up, more power to you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you want to go first, or what's this? Did I give you comedy this week?
You gave me comedy and 2 records.
All right, well, let's since we're on the comedy, you didn't give me any comedy this week.
No, I gave you 2 records also,
So
so I'll
let's
stick with comedy.
Do the comedy I gave you.
You gave me Robbie Slowick. Life is too long. Let's see. Tired of being a man, but being a woman is definitely worse. And the balding Jewish guy with a yarmulke joke. Also had no idea how yarmulke was spelled. It's fucking atrocious on
Yarmulke?
paper. Yarmulke.
Yarmulke.
The Pope Francis chunk was actually awesome.
Yes.
And naming pandas and Asian racism. Like they don't know they're Chinese. You don't have to name them like ping ting, just like crazy shit. But I gave it like a 4.5 because there were really good jokes, like the ones that I wrote down. But mostly I was just like, eh.
Fair.
But
I thought it was great, but
there were some really good ones, but mostly not
yeah.
amazing. It's funny, just
He's another guy that's been around for quite a bit, but makes most of his bones writing.
If he put something else out, I'd watch it in a second because the funny stuff was.
He writes for he was writing for one of the big late night guys, and that's what he's been doing for years. But he also did remember when Andrew Schultz had that 4-part thing on Netflix, The Schultz Saves America?
Mm-hmm.
He wrote on that.
Oh.
So he's mostly a writer, but he is a stand-up. But that's the first thing of stand-up of his that I could find.
Mm-hmm. The funny was funny. It was just
Yeah.
mostly
He's really
kind
funny.
of
I think he's great. But yeah,
I said 4.5.
that's fine. What did I give you music-wise?
Music-wise, I'll start with the Melvins, the classic album Houdini.
I thought you'd hate this.
I have never, ever sat with the Melvins before. I never put it on
Yeah,
purpose.
most people give you Stoner Witch first to listen to.
I hate the vocal style a lot, but musically it is fucking fantastic.
As a drummer, you should appreciate what you're listening to.
Listen to my next note. Riffs, obviously. Guitar players probably love this band, but if you know drums or drumming and you know what to listen to the parts he writes, this is low-key a drummer's masterpiece.
Yes.
It is perfect.
Yep.
Drum-wise. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
He is beloved by most like DIY music drummers.
I could listen.
Dale Crover is a fucking monster.
I could listen to like just the drum tracks of that record by themselves.
Yeah.
Because the drums sound perfect in every sense of the way. There's a perfect amount of reverb on everything. The cymbals are just like everything is exactly what it should be.
Yeah.
So solid.
You also ever like listen to a record and it has some really solid drumming, then you go see that band live and the person just plays quiet as fuck.
Right. He's not that guy.
He
not at all.
Beats the living shit out of his kit live, and
Yeah.
he's just always in the pocket and just fucking. He's great.
My dad would say
That band would not be. I would not be as in love with the Melvins if it wasn't for Dale Crover.
As my dad would say, his pocket is deep as fuck.
Tight. I like that.
And you can tell how hard he hits the shit on that album.
Yeah.
But
Because even like boring, like not boring, but like just bland parts where you should just be doing like a simple beat.
Nah.
He will, but he'll put enough flourish on that laid like subdued beat that you're still like, damn. Even when he's chilling, he's fucking hammering. Like that, he's just fucking incredible. Fun to watch too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I love the Melvins. But yeah, I didn't expect you to like it that much.
I liked it way more than I thought I
Yeah,
would.
I just
And
threw it
especially
out there.
with that singing style. Like the first song I was turned off, but I kept listening. And
You
then
notice
I
the
listened
first
some
song's
more.
lyrics?
Not really.
There's no actual lyrics.
Oh.
He just fucking just syllables.
Hmm.
It's stupid, but I don't give a fuck.
And what's their one biggest song?
They have a bunch.
The one
Oh, the one everybody covers? Honey Bucket.
that was it.
The really thrashy one?
Yeah, honey.
Yeah.
I almost made a note about that song being cool because I've never ever heard it before.
That song rules. But all the covers I
That I
hear of it
remember.
stink. Lamb of God covered it, and I was like, yuck.
Pass. I can pass on Lamb of God already.
Yeah, it's like, and also they don't nail the vibe of the song at all.
Yeah.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If I ever heard the Melvins before in my life, I didn't realize it. But yeah. And then you assigned me Rotrevor Iniquitous.
Yes, nailed the pronunciation, by the way.
Because it's spelled like theater, T-R-E.
Yeah.
It's Rotrevor Iniquitous. Dirty. Stink face riffs, demon vocals. Not much to say about this beyond the fact that if you want Swedish death metal without overloading HM2 buzzsaw tone, this is for you. Highlight tracks are Spawn of Ignorance and Unanimous Approval, 9 out of fucking 10. The fact that this band put out just this album and then disappeared is fucking wild.
They still play.
They do now.
Yeah.
They just reunited for Maryland Death Fest last year.
Saw them, and it smelled awful.
I bet. With a name like that, how couldn't it?
Smelled awful. Great band, though.
They were fucking... I was listening to this in the car with Mel one of the times I was listening to it, and she was like, I fucking love this band.
They're good.
And I was like,
they're really
yes,
fucking
they're
good.
very good.
What'd you give it number-wise?
9.
9? Nice.
9 out of fucking 10.
Nice. Oh, boy.
Now, what did I assign you again?
Give me a minute. The Beaches.
Ah, yes. Blame my ex.
Blame my ex. All right. This rules. and all but the first song, singer says she wants someone to spit in her mouth, and that's mad grody. You shouldn't spit on people's mouths because it can lead to disease and stuff like that, and it's just impolite. You know.
Don't see it a lot.
No, you don't. So don't spit on people's mouths. But other than that, 8 out of 10.
I liked it a lot.
I mean, I can tell you more about it, but it'll just almost be me repeating the other reviews I gave this week. It's just pretty girl music. Not pretty girls, but like pretty music by girls. Mm-hmm. And I fucking really liked it.
It's got some riffs on there,
too. It does, dude. It's like actually kind of like more faster tempo than the stuff that you normally bring to me.
It's more
rocking. Not saying
rockin'.
that's bad, but yeah, I fucking enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm going to look for more shit by them.
That record just came out, so it'll be a while.
Oh, okay. Well, do they have older shit?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, well. But yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a really good album. Now, let's get to the other thing you gave me. This is going to be long, so buckle up. Pain of Truth, not by Blood.
That's what it was.
All right. Musically, this is pretty good, heavy hardcore. Some of the breakdowns seem a bit tacked on, like, oh, we forgot to add a mosh part. Oopsie Goldberg. Here, let's just tack it on. Let's just tack it on at the end. Like, it's like the song was over and they decided, let's just tack another breakdown on. When it wasn't really needed at all. But, like, other than that, like, the riffing fucking rules.
The riffs are great.
Like, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, their guitar player's really good. Like, he had some pretty sweet solos in there, too. I was into that.
That is Ridge.
Overall, it's really gnarly music-wise. The drumming was good. Good drum sound.
Drum's very good.
The production on it was dirty enough to make it, good, but produced enough to make you say you know what was going on. But vocally is a different story. Every song has a guest vocalist.
That's like their bit.
This says two things to me. A, we don't believe in our vocalist skill enough, so we're going to pad this out. Or B, hey man, look who we're friends with. Either is pretty lame and corny because vocally the guy has chops. And,
yeah, solid.
And he could have handled the entire LP on his own. He could have just done it all by himself or just maybe 2 or 3 fucking guest vocal spots and it would have been fine. But he had to do it on every fucking album, so you never really had a chance to sit with his vocals or let him shine because he's good enough, but he's always overshadowed by who else is on the song. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that kind of takes away from him. It makes him kind of look weak, but he's got the chops. He's good.
Not always needed, sure, yeah.
Yeah, also you brought in the guy from the movie Life, and you could have done something really fucking interesting with having that dude's vocals on your moshy hardcore record. You could have done something really cool, really like weird, not weird, but just kind of like atypical. You could have thrown like a nice leeway stink on it vocally, you know? You could have had him, you could have really had him like, you know, fucking just like belt out his like pop punk vocals over like some fast hardcore, and it would have been cool. It would have been, you know, like something different in the record to help it stand out. Instead, it's like, hey, guy from Movie Life, do some hardcore shit over this hardcore part. And that's it. It's like, it was kind of like a waste. You know what I mean? Like, you could have done something fucking really cool with it, and they just kind of dropped that ball. But, and lyrically, no fucking thank you. I don't need a solid dozen tracks about being from New York. I get it after 2 tracks and really wish the whole group bros chanting about how hard they are bits died in the 90s. What I'm talking about is the whole, oh, yo, what's up, motherfuckers? And like the whole crowd.
No way, that's
like,
your shit.
Yo, what's up? Like, I heard that Floor Punch song. It was fine then. It's overdone and it's boring now. And it should have stayed in the fucking 90s and never gotten past that. And yeah, you don't need 12 songs about New York. It's like, we get it. You're from New York. Find a new subject matter. Musically, 6 out of 10. Solid. Like, you know, like Moshi modern hardcore. Pretty good. Vocally, I'm sorry, 0. I would want...
Even with his chops, huh?
I want to hear something by this band where it's just them. Very sparing guest spots. It's like, let your dude fucking do his thing. You know what I mean? He doesn't need a feature on every fucking song.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like a fucking, like a look who my friends are flex. And I just don't care who your friends are. I want to see what your band is capable of, not who your fucking friends list is. I don't give a shit about your cell phone contacts. I want to see what your riffs. I want to see what your riffs and your lyrics are about.
I'd be more interested to see if you have a nights and weekends plan still.
Exactly. And now live, I would watch this band absolutely.
Live, they're fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, but yeah, it had such potential, and they overdid it. They overdid it on the guest spots.
They jumped the shark.
And it just shows either A, you're a bunch of name droppers, or B, you don't believe in your singer enough.
I think, like, when they started, they were just a pandemic project, so they had they got a guest vocalist.
I don't know anything about them, but all I know about them is they're obviously from New York.
What gave you that impression? they start
tracks 1 through 12.
Their first EP, No Blame Just Facts, they had a guest vocalist on every song because nobody had anything else to do and they just wanted to. And then it was like, what is the guest vocal thing, your bit? And they were like, yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is our bit. And they stuck with it. But to do it on 12 out of 12 songs is a bit much.
Now, what I would think would be cool is if the band didn't have an actual frontman.
Oh, it just had like a
different person handle all the vocals on each song.
Just a mic standing up there?
Or just like, even if they were just a recording project, like you have the musicians in the band.
No vocalist.
And then each song has a different guest vocalist that handles all the vocals on that song.
Interesting.
That'd be cool. But this band has a regular vocalist who's like, they keep putting Baby in the corner. I'm like, let the guy fucking have his own song.
Nobody puts Baby in the fucking corner.
Let the guy have his own fucking song, man.
Give him some shine.
I'm telling you, man. You're being mean to the fella. Yeah, I like the music. I did not like the rest of it.
God, musically it's fucking great.
Yeah, musically it was cool. I liked it a lot.
What do you got for me this week?
A record I think you'll either love or hate. This band has long since broken up. It was one of those bands out of the Northeast from like the late 90s, early aughts. A band called Cable. I don't see liking this, but I really like it, so I decided to bring it because I want people listening to this podcast to listen to this band. The album is called Gutter Queen.
Is it one word or two?
Two.
Okay. Maybe I'll be their Gutter King.
Aw.
Who knows?
And comedy-wise is a special that just dropped by a guy whose name I've heard out of the mouth of some of the best comedians ever, saying this guy is an absolute fucking killer. And this guy has been a feature for Bill Burr for years. It's a guy named Joe Bartnick.
Is it A Killing in Chicago?
Yes.
It was on my list to assign you.
Oh fuck! Do you want me to go to something else?
No, I'll keep it because I want to report on it.
Okay. Do you want a new, different shit, or are you just good with what you got?
I'm good.
All right. Yeah, but Joe Bartnick, A Killing in Chicago.
It's on YouTube, I believe.
Yes. On the All Things Comedy YouTube page.
Hence why Bill Burr put it out.
Burr's been fucking hyping this dude up for ages. And he did that special on Netflix, Bill Burr's Friends Who Kill.
Yeah.
He did that, but it was only like, I think, 5 minutes or so. It wasn't a long set. But this is a full hour. I enjoyed it quite a bit. But
I'm gonna take that off the list then. Let's see.
Bums me out.
Let's see. Homework for Dennis. Comedy. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this special came out 8 hours ago today.
Nah, don't do it.
What, the
Brand new Colin Quinn special?
long story short,
Yeah.
it just came out today on YouTube.
And I've already watched it.
Okay. You want something else? I got other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. My other comedy assignment will be just report on it anyway.
Yeah, we'll
because
still talk about it.
It'll
be one of those joint things.
Both of us love Colin already. So this is a comic I found within the last week or so, and his name is Django Gold.
I purposely didn't want to listen to it because his name is Django.
I thought so too, but he was on, I think, Dad Meat, and just listening to his voice, I was like, wow, I could listen to him say anything. The special is called Bag of Tricks. It is also on YouTube and easily found.
He's all over my fucking algorithm because every time I fucking turn on YouTube, there it is. I'm like,
couldn't believe his name was actually Django.
That's just that. It's like the guy's name's Django. Then I looked at what the guy looked like. I'm like, nope,
that's a lie.
Not doing that. Mm-hmm. Not doing that at all. Not doing that at all.
Let's see. Thinking about assigning you a Japanese band.
That always fails with me. It better be Doggy Hoods.
Band is called Paranoid.
Ooh.
That's not the record. The record, I'll have to spell it out for you, is called Satyagraha.
I know this record.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. Satyagraha. I won't spoil it for the listener, but you'll have to listen to us next week.
This is a band that was shown to me by one David Janis.
Of course it was.
Yes. But we will talk about that next.
When's the last time you heard it?
Probably about 6 months ago.
All right.
If you want me to give you some new shit, I can do that.
Well, I have to give you new shit in this instance.
You did. You came up with a different comedy special for me.
You want different music?
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay, good.
Do you want different comedy special? Because didn't you see the one I just brought up to you?
I did. I did see it. I watched it. I laughed a lot.
All right, then here's a quick one. It's a 30-minute special of a somewhat local guy.
All day. Let's do it.
His name is Rob Stant.
All right.
And it's a 30-minute special available on YouTube called Bobby Boy. Quick, digestible little piece.
Delaware Boy.
Yeah. Very bare bones special, but solid special.
Nothing wrong with that.
So, give that a listen-y.
I'll give that a looky-loo. Well, since we don't have any fucking guests to assign us anything, it's not like I'll be super busy.
Oh, and speaking of our guest who couldn't make it today, Fool's Game has a split on Never Ran Never Will Records with a band called Risk. Give that a listen too.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't make it. Shit happens. What are you gonna do? We'll see you next week. Tommy, why don't you hit that intro music?
上一次见面忘了是什么时候，我们一起坐着闲聊着过去以后。
如果能够预知将来，我一定要重走。
学会珍惜时间，让失去的再次拥有。
家里的地已经栽上了樱桃，
孩子的孩子也已经上了学校，
只是那年的地方似乎没有今天温柔。
又或许那年的我太习惯等候。